All right, hello everyone. Let's get started with a favorite song of mine. I call it the rock song.
Yeah, 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 yeah. BROTHA, one man show. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, son. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm coming down to you, I'm Leo, the line, and I'm bringing. Wait for my intro, then I'll go, So like I said, yo, don't sing it, yo. Just bring it, yo. Don't sing it. Don't sing it, yo. Just bring it. Give me all you got. Some take your best shot. You say your style's hot, I say it's not. You say you're coming through. Who you coming to see? Who the poo, you'll be the band. Who those take those 3 rounds about the fictional crime. And videos you fucking tell from the video. They might work on some to deal with someone who's gonna press for that inner city mess. Yo, I know you ain't trying to make it better. For that damn stuff like forever, yo. So just come on down to my product, man. Don't sing it, yo. Just bring it. Don't be in there. Don't let your mouth write a check that your ass can't cash. You think you're hard, you better be on guard. Cause I'm putting down the smack down. I'm putting down the smack down on you, clown. Yo, don't bring it, yo. Just bring it. Don't talk that shit. You get your wits split. You don't know fucking fucking. You better get a grip, son. Don't wait until you slip. Yo. Yo, the spot is hot when I hit your block. Yo, the spot is hot when I hit your block. Yo, the spot is hot when I hit your block. If you suckers get dropped when I start to rock, yo. So when you suckers lean, I'm hitting the scene. You're not a gangster, you're more complaints. Stop flexing with your ugly mugs. Go push a bunch of drugs. Go guzzle a bud. Where the ladies at? Come show me some love. I don't wanna hit, I never needed that shit. So we just split. Let me say what push, not on second thought. I'm better off on my own. I go up to the county zone to find a real bitch who will fuck with nothing from the get-go. So keep this silly hoe, just let me grow. Go get hot and stay on my face before I put you in your place. You one person to the real race. Oh, back to the song. Yo. I see you up and sticking the stars by taking shortcuts to reach your books up. But who's raising your shit? Why you doing your thing? You don't want to think of it like you ain't hard, yo, cause I see right through you. You say you ain't scared of something. Well, that's a fucking lie. You're scared of hard work. Your dumb asses don't even try. But you'll spend hours trying to scam your hard-working neighbors who are playing. You live the wrong of next man. You're a leech, a fighter, a big lava undertaker. Wanna meet your maker? I don't play, so don't come my way. And if you do, yo, don't sing it, yo. Just bring it. Don't be in that. Don't let your mouth rant. Your ass can't cash. You think you're hard, you better be on guard. Cause I'm putting down a smack down. I'm putting down a smack down on you clowns. Yo. Don't sing it, yo. Just bring it. Yo, I'm Daryl, remember his name, I got skills. That's why I never sound the same. I don't look up to no one. I'm going to be a major player in this game. When I'm done, don't agree with fuck you, that's fine with me. Yo, I got plans. I got fans, I don't need you, but you keep hovering around me, gawking, hawking while you're stalking me. It's almost better to say you would get away, so stop thinking you'll start getting so real about what I'm doing this weekend. But yo, but know this, flexing you'll have to deal with. These 2 fits on the mic spot, I won't think place by putting your wig, you dig? I don't push kilos, I bring a positive growth, sweat like you know it won't get taken out. Yo, I gotta stand out for something. If you're not, then you're dead like a zombie. Well, that describes you phonies to a T. Yo, you can't fuck with me, so back up with your slapped up. Pick up and try your luck, yo. Don't sing it, yo. Just bring it. Don't be in that. Don't let your mouth right until your ass can't cash. You think you're hard, you better be on guard. Cause I'm putting down the smack down. I'm putting down the smack down on you clowns, yo. Don't sing it, yo. Just bring it. Bring it.
Yo, time to get serious.
Yo, it's time to get serious. Yo, I hear you sighing, but am I lying? You lying, you bitches, so the one still buying that bullshit. Cause this hitting home, every one of you buys the chrome, the black and the gold. But that shit is fucking low, so you get it all over again. Facing something you can't win, no matter how much stuff you accumulate. The man switches up to generate more profit. So I do the same jump with the variation, you just gobble it up, go bigger. How does platinum people guns trigger? It doesn't, so that's my point. Move on to a new subject. I got a plan by the hand for my brothers who want to support each other. And form a united front. We know our resources together, make our neighborhood better. Create jobs, we don't have to rob one another. All can help those who need it. Our power with the heart, but we can beat it. We need a leader like Martin Luther or Malcolm X. Filthy drugs, have sex, interns, but people have learned. I took the page and go rage. Every time we page, war, I'm ready to rage, yo. So don't sing it, yo. Just bring it. Don't be inept. Don't let your mouth write a check. Get your ass hand cash. Get fit, yeah, hard. You better be on guard, cause I'm putting down a smack down. I'm putting down a smack down on you clowns. Yo. Just sing it, yo. Don't bring it. Well, there, bro. Time for the breakdown. I'm out. You should get it like this.
Break it down. All right, y'all. Welcome to the show. How was y'all Memorial Day? Well, ours wasn't that good. No, it wasn't. Flooding everywhere. Terrific torrential rainstorms. No cookouts for nobody, unless you got a covered indoor patio. We had shooting, people getting shot. No great holiday at all. Ellicott City, Dundalk, Sparrows Point, a mess. We got a former service member that went out to help a lady get her cat washed away while people could stand by and do nothing. I hope y'all had a better Memorial Day. Like I say, no matter what part of the country in, at some point, you're going to have to deal with natural disasters. Today, I'm going to venture out to get my medication. I hope the streets are clear. I hope that I can make it down there and back. I might bring y'all along. I'm supposedly in the good part of the state, but you don't know till you go outside what you're going to encounter. So let's get to it. Let's get the disclaimer. Let me show y'all how we spend our Memorial Day. Come on. Oh, the computer froze again. You just can't let me get started, can you? We never have a good start. Ridiculous. That's all right, y'all. I hope that if they can make it, I hope they can ship it today. I hope they're not flooded out. All right, let's get to the disclaimer. We can get the show started. Wait for y'all to catch up. Look at this delay. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. and allowances made for fair use of purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All right, y'all. So we're going to my local affiliate, Fox News 45. For those of y'all that don't know, Fox just purchased the rights to Tuesday Night SmackDown, the WWE program that's on the USA Network. So wrestling, we call it wrestling, but wrestling is coming back to regular TV. So if you got a pair of rabbit ears, you won't need cable to watch the wrestling. And it's good news to me. I have the WWE Network, but USA won't let them show it for like 6 months past when it showed. So when you watch it on YouTube, because of the copyrights, they alter the sound to make it sound like everybody the Chipmunks, and they make it real small. They give you a little small box on the side of the screen. That's the only way YouTube won't flag them. So that's the only way to watch it. So it would be nice to be able to watch SmackDown the way you're supposed to. So that's good news for us wrestling fans that don't have cable. All right, y'all, let's get to it. Fox 45. We're on fox45news.com, not on YouTube. So it's not flaggable.
And police say Edison Hermond was trying to help a woman when he was swept away by the rushing waters. Now search and rescue crews and community members are looking for him as you look and see the devastation that took over Old Ellicott City. Bobby Barker lives less than 7 miles from the devastation in Old Ellicott City and is an experienced kayaker. When he heard someone was missing after the flood rushed Main Street, he knew what he had to do.
That's my river out there, so I know it really well. So if he's out there, we'll find him.
For 2 hours, he navigated the river.
Multiple cars out there, just debris everywhere. I mean, everything from clothing to jewelry.
But no sign of 39-year-old Edison Hermond. Hermond's friends took to social media asking for help to find who they say is a former Air Force vet and currently in the National Guard. Police say he was last seen at La Palapa Mexican restaurant trying to hold a door closed from the rushing water when a woman asked for help to find her missing cat.
He, along with some other folks, went back to assist her. And unfortunately, during that effort, they saw him go under the water and not surface.
The community is in disbelief, but say devastation like this is all too familiar.
You're out enjoying dinner, Memorial Day weekend, holiday weekend, and then next thing you know, you're taken from a giant flood or whatever may have happened. It's terrible.
It surprised me that that could happen. I saw the devastation. I saw all the rains. I saw all the water. I saw different people trying to help rescue others.
People helping during the rushing water, and now that the storm is gone. The storm is gone, but you can see the devastation here at Old Ellicott City. The Hermond family did release a statement to ABC 7 News thanking people for their concern, but saying they want some privacy at this time as their family member is still being searched for here after the floodwaters swept him away. Live in Old Ellicott City, Victoria Sanchez, ABC 7 News.
Toyota.
Alrighty. That's just one story. And this computer's slow. This is a video a lady shot right out her window. How you gonna have a cookout in these conditions? Memorial Day weekend is the day of the cookout.
Toyota has a.
All right. I want y'all to get an example of what my neighborhood was like. We didn't have all that rushing water, so hopefully it didn't dry it up by now. Now I want to take you this computer is so slow. It's so embarrassing. All right, as y'all can see by the title, all right, so I'm going to tell y'all how a lot of Baltimoreans spent their Memorial Day. 2 men were injured in shootings early Monday in Baltimore City, including one who was shot while driving in East Baltimore. After that, the shootings continued throughout the city. None of them were fatal, thank goodness. On Monday afternoon, hey, there you go with the commercials. Let me just exit out. On Monday afternoon, 3 people were shot in separate incidents in the West Arlington, Harlem Park, and Cherry Hill areas. About 1:57 a.m., a 36-year-old man went to a hospital after being shot in the shoulder while he was driving on Chase Street at Biddle Street, said police. The man said a gunshot shattered his windshield and struck him in the shoulder. A man was also shot this weekend while driving in Reservoir Hill. Another man was also shot in the leg somewhere in Baltimore Monday in the incident report about 5:50 a.m. The 23-year-old victim went to an area hospital in the Southern District, but was very uncooperative with the police. That means he know who did it and ain't gonna say nothing. He's gonna take care of it on his own. At 11:09 a.m., a 32-year-old man flagged down an officer on Wabash Avenue near Hillsdale Road in the Northwest, saying he had been shot in the hand. After being taken to a hospital, the victim became very uncooperative with the police and refused to give any information. At 1:23 p.m., another 32-year-old man was shot in the shoulder on North Shoulder Street at Emerson Avenue in West Baltimore. He was taken to an area hospital in stable condition. At 2:20 p.m., a 37-year-old man was shot in the torso on Booker Drive in Cherry Hill. The investigation showed the victim was in a home when an armed suspect entered, demanded money, and shot the victim when he tried to flee. Utterly ridiculous. You got that many people getting shot on a holiday. At least none of them were fatal. So that's 13 people in all. Hey, Pure Comedy. Pure Comedy, how was your Memorial Day? We had flooding. We had mist and rain that if you went outside, you would get soaked the minute you walked out the door. And if there was a current, you got blown down the road like you was in a boat. In the midst of that, we got one guy missing, trying to help a lady find a cat. You got 13 people shot during the Memorial Day holiday. Luckily, none of them were fatal. So, let's see. How did y'all spend your Memorial Day? Per Comedy says, I worked on our barbecue, was rained on Saturday, but we went on with it anyway. I'm sure a lot of people did. But if you watch the video and you saw how the water was misting, not just coming down, it was misting. How could you keep a flame going? Even if you got a covered grill, the way the water was not just coming down, but it was also misting with the wind. And that mist would actually blow water droplets onto the inside of your grill, even if you had a cover on it. I'm curious as to how people still manage to do what you're supposed to do on Memorial Day, and that's cook out. When it's literally impossible to keep oxygen, which the fire needs to cook your food. How could you keep the fire going with the water swirling and misting like that? Per Comedy said, quite a weekend. We all had rain. I'm going to tell y'all something. It was 2 years ago. Somebody had told me they was going to pay them $30 to take them home. By me not being able to work, I was trying to make some money riding people around. I was living in a really rough part of West Baltimore. And this guy was Caucasian. He was white. I had seen him in the neighborhood. And he actually worked with the drug boys. And then he would look for a hack to go home. He lived in Howard County, which was Ellicott City, which is on the edge of the outer edges of Baltimore City. When you go over the Susquehanna River, that's when you enter Ellicott City. That river is no joke because it floods a lot. And he didn't tell me. I've been out riding around just trying to pick people up. Didn't have the news on, had the game on. And they had flooding out there. When we got out there, almost every major road was blocked off. There were trees and debris littered everywhere. I'm maneuvering like I'm in one of those race car races. And so these people, kind people, told us to take a back alley route. We went through a lot of woods and trees. There were times we got stuck and people had to push us to get us going again. Somehow, through the grace of God, we were passing work trucks that were stalled. Somehow we didn't get hit. Trees were dropping branches like it was nothing. The car never got hit. And somehow I got this boy home. We had to drive through 3 feet of standing water up one road. And luckily it was uphill. So the water was coming down. It wasn't sitting. And we were able to get up that hill and then go around this crazy road. And I got him home. The boy gave me $35. I wasn't happy with that $35. And I never picked him up again. And I would see him out there was, flagging. But I was so grateful that coming back was easier when I had that demon out my car. Coming back was easier than going. And you would say, at least you had somebody with you in the car. No, coming back was easier than going. Because I knew he had stuff on him. And I was really worried about getting stopped. And sure enough, I got pulled over coming back. I told the cop I was out visiting and I wasn't welcome to stay overnight. So I'm trying to get home to Baltimore. He ran me. He came back and said, the road you're going on, we just blocked it off. Take this side road here. It'll take you to the highway and you can go back to Baltimore City. And I took that road and there was nobody else on with me that whole road. There was nobody. I saw cars upside down. I saw animals that had been run over or drowned. And I prayed so hard that day because I know I had gotten myself into something that could have really been catastrophic. But God was with me. So now, 2 years later, that same area has been hit again. That same area. And I feel for those people. A lot of them people were sitting outside because the inside of that house had 4 or 5 feet of water in it. And these were well-to-do. These were people with money. They had nice houses. Out there in the woods. big yards, animals in their backyard. When no animals playing today, some animals found some high ground. And it makes you realize, is the grass greener on the other side? Is the grass greener on the other side? I'm going to take the chat in a second, y'all. As you look up to them people and say, man, it's so beautiful out here if it wasn't flooded. Is it really worth it? Are they really better off than you? I don't want to be flooded every 2 years. I can't take it. Flooding is worse than anything. That water bring every kind of disease into your house. Your children start getting bumps for no reason. Start getting spots in their skin for no reason. Start coughing like they got the whooping cough for no reason. That water brings every kind of mold and bacteria into your house. Why would you want to live in those conditions? Why are you considered rich or considered higher than regular people? We got hit with the water. I had to close my window. The water was coming down so hard and so fast. But the water didn't get in. And when the water recedes and it leaves, the sun's going to come out and kill that bacteria and that mold that it left. It's not going to make its way into my house. Why am I looking up to people that's about to lay their head down on a mattress that was literally covered in this dirty water? About to put their head on the pillow that's still not dry, that might have some kind of bacteria or mold in it. And they're just grateful to be able to, the water receded enough that they can go get in that bed. Are they going to take the bed out and spray it down? Are they going to spray the whole house down? Or are they just going to go back into it and live like nothing happened? Because within a few years, stuff going to start to pop up. Stuff is going to start popping up. Let me check my chat. So is it better on the outside? Her comedy says, I'm glad you're safe there and dry. Her comedy said, that's a blessing, thank God. Her comedy said, water is great, but it can be dangerous. Well, water can be corrosive. Water eats away at things. When you leave water sitting for a long time, it'll start to eat away at what it's sitting there. It also attracts. When you got water sitting somewhere, it attracts insects, it attracts bugs, it attracts wildlife. It also collects spores. It collects mold. Water is very dangerous. If you go to another country and you drink water that's not been purified, your body is not used to the bacteria and mold that's in it. You will get sick. You might even die. Water is very dangerous. Water to play in is great. But walk too far and get a leg cramp, water can be dangerous. So it's a good thing and a bad thing. My motto is this: nice to look at, a nuisance to have. Many consequences needed to keep. That refers to everything that we consider good. Whether it's a beautiful woman, whether it's a handsome man, whether it's the best car, whether it's the best house. If it's the best and everybody wants it, you're going to have to fight to keep it, because people will want to come take it away. You're going to go through a lot to keep it running, because it's got to be maintained. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it's a human being, if it's a car, if it's a house. If you got the best, it's hell to keep it up. It's hard to hold on to, because everybody wants what you got. It's worth it to some people. I've ran into people that got the best cars. You would drool to drive that car for one day. Once you do, which I've done, you say, man, this ain't worth it. The looks you get when you pull up, it's not really worth the headache. The looks you get when you first pull up, I'll ask y'all, is it worth the headache? If you look ordinary and you got a handsome spouse or a sexy spouse, or when you pull up and you see the people look at you, it's those few seconds of stares, of envy. How the hell he get her? How'd she get him? Most of the time, they don't work, so you got to take care of them. If they do work, sometimes it's even worse, because they're not going to share none of that money with you, but they still expect you to keep them looking good, because you're going to keep them in the best clothes. You're going to make sure they manicured. You're going to make sure their hairstyle. If it's summertime, you got to make sure their feet manicured, waxing. If you got a baby doll or a baby dude, you're going to fix it up, because you want everybody to stare. Is it worth it? Is it better to just have an okay person, where somebody go and look, oh, she looks okay? Or do you want that wow, like, whoa? Is it worth it to you? I'm asking y'all. Her comedy says, I hope there aren't anybody sleeping in conditions like that. Her comedy says, like everything else, there are good and bad. My concern is for the homeless. there are a lot of homeless people that sleep under the bridge. When we get flooding like that, do they get washed away? I'm just asking. If they do, who's going to ask for help? Who's going to report it? Would anybody even notice? Uh-oh, I just put that into the scene. For y'all that's wondering, this is the spit filter. I just turned it around so that it covers more of the microphone, and it's in the view now. See it? Let me fix it. Trying to keep it out the view of the camera. Nope, it's still back. Let's see here. All right, good enough. I'm not gonna hold the show up for that. But if they did get washed away during the flood, who's gonna report it? And how many years is it gonna take before we see the bodies? It's a whole lot to consider when you have flooding. Because after a flood, most things don't look the same. Things get moved. You might have a rock that's on one side of the road, might be further down the road. Somebody has to come move it. Her comedy says, like everything else, there are good and bad. Her comedy says, I hope not. Would it be reported? Anyone report them missing? Well, here's the question. If they're homeless, most people don't know them people. And chances are, especially if you in what's considered the good areas, some people don't want you there anyway. Because you make that area look good. Look bad. You make that good area look bad. Be like that. Even with the richy riches, they got the homeless out here, man. How can you be homeless and you out here with the richy riches? Would some of the good people go check and say, Suzanne and Bugsy sleep under the bridge. Well, bridge underwater. So where are they at? Maybe we ought to go put them up for a couple of days at the hotel. Does anybody really do that? Because some of these people have to go to a hotel or go stay with family. The richy riches. They got 5 feet of water in their house. Would you trudge through all that dirty, funky water to get to the steps? Make your way upstairs and go to sleep? All that water on the first floor is a fire hazard. You got a fire hazard, and then you got to jump out the window, or hope it's enough water that you can actually get through the fire. Because remember now, electrical fires are very hard to put out. You got to hope the water ain't heated from the fire. You think, well, I can just wade through the water. I can't burn up if I'm going through the water. Well, suppose the water is hot. It was an electrical fire. So no, you can't stay in that house. So you got to go to a hotel. But do you think, are there any homeless people that might need, if there are no shelters, maybe we can put them up at a homeless and put them up at a hotel for a couple days and hope that the water recedes by then. Bird Comedy says, anyone report them missing? I doubt most people would care. I'm being honest. You would hope they would. But I haven't seen any news reports on any homeless people being missing. The good thing was it was a flood watch. We did have a flood watch. And most people, I hope, would have a sense. They didn't do it in Louisiana, but I hope they would have the sense. Like I said, us being on the East Coast, we are on the water. Sometimes that water wants to come on land. A lot of times, the rain and the wind will help it come on land. Y'all been to the beach? Y'all seen how them waves come crash up? And y'all know that at certain times, you can't go to that beach because the water will flood it. You know what I'm talking about? There are certain hours you can't go to the beach because Mother Nature will take control of her beach. And it will be 8, 9, 10, 12, 14 feet of standing water on that beach. That's why you're not supposed to build a house near the beach. And even beach houses, look at how far they are from the actual water. And also notice how high they're built. They built high off the ground because certain times of the day, the water will come in. So when you have a storm or a wind to help that water, you got to always be ready for flooding because all it takes is a little extra wind, a little extra rain. That water will jump right on out and wash out anything in its path. If you got a hurricane, the hurricane will literally lift the water, carry it, and dump it on the places where there's usually no water. So people are not ready for it and they get drowned. Fred Comedy says, I'm pretty sure the Red Cross is involved in helping out. Fred Comedy says, they underestimated in Louisiana total disaster. I was watching those reports. I was watching CNN doing them disasters. And they had 2 threats within 2 years. Just like the people in Howard County. Told you we just had 2016. Do you know that the people that study earthquakes and tornadoes, they were saying back in the 60s that it was going to happen. 2 of the previous years, they had scares. But you saw all them people stranded. They had no plan. They had no plan of execution, no escape, no any kind of route. I was just telling you about sea level and about how certain times of the day you really can't go to the ocean. They have a word for it, but I can't think of it. But there's a word. It's a time. It's usually 4 to 5 hours where the water leaves the sea and takes over that whole beach area, the whole coastline. It usually lasts 4 to 5 hours, and then the water settles back into the ocean. The sun comes up, dries the sand, and you can go play volleyball and everything else. But that same time, it comes back again. That's if you are sea level. If you are a place where you are technically below the sea level, if you live where you are below the sea level, and I know that a lot of that coast along Texas and Louisiana, they are anywhere from 50 to 100 feet below what's considered sea level. So you actually living below the water. Even though you on dry land, technically, you are below the actual level of the water. That's why they got all those sandbags and all that stuff there. Don't you think eventually that water is going to come? Eventually, at some point, you're actually living below the water. Even though you look out and you see the water right here, technically, the water's right here. All it takes is for some kind of disaster. It could be an earthquake. It could be a tropical storm. It could be a tornado. It could be heavy rainfall. If you living below the sea level, all it takes is something to make it just teeter on down. Wash it all away. Just like them typhoons. Remember them typhoons from 6 years ago? That water went in there. That water came in there like a big wave. Just boosh. Destroyed all that little huts and everything. Washing people. They was washing people, animals, cars. They was washing everything back out to the sea. People don't plan for natural disasters. They just hope for the best. That's why, a lot of people say, why don't you come on down to Miami? Why don't you come on down to Texas? Why don't you come on down here to California? It sounds tempting. And some places, like say take California, even if you're not on the coast, look at the wildfires. Oh my goodness. You sit there and spend $1 million to build you a house. Watch the wildfires come, and you got to grab what you can grab and run, and come back and find it burnt down to the ground. What sense does that make? I don't care if you got insurance. What sense does that make? Why would you put $1 million house in the place where all it takes is one person to drop a match or it get too hot? Pretty houses going up in flames. And them flames don't stop neither. They just burn and burn because it's so dry there. It just burn and burn and burn. I don't understand it. That's all I'm saying. I don't understand it. The one good thing about where I live at, we got what we call the I call it the dummy factor. I know people in Delaware, they keep saying, why don't you move to Delaware? It's cheaper. There ain't no, there's no sales tax. You should move to Delaware. Well, Delaware is our buffer from the ocean. Delaware is that body of water that sits against the ocean, right? Now, Maryland is on top of Delaware, right? But not the part I'm in. The Eastern Shore, the reason why it's called the Eastern Shore, because it goes to the beach on the Atlantic. So it's the real beach. Now, there's a channel that goes in, a channel of water that goes in. And then on this side of Delaware and on the Eastern Shore, this is Chesapeake Bay, right? It's a large body of water, right? Then the inner harbor will sit right here, which is probably about 5 miles from where I'm at. And the rest of Maryland come out this way. So Maryland is really shaped like that, right? But Delaware, I'm sorry, you can't see my finger. Delaware and the eastern part of Maryland, they take the first blow. When the hurricane hit, it tears them up. This is Delaware, and up top is Eastern Maryland, or the Eastern Shore, we call it. It tears them up, right? Then it goes into the bay. The bay weakens it. By the time it hits Baltimore, it had already dumped all its energy into these land masses. Then it gets tired as it goes over the water. And then by the time it get us, most of the time, it's a rainstorm. So we kind of buff it. If y'all remember about 10 years ago, we had the hurricane. It tore up Atlantic City. It tore up New Jersey. It tore up New York. All that running around, all that being scared. We got a rainstorm by the time it got to us. A lot of things happening in Pennsylvania. On the other edge of Maryland, we got the mountains. The mountains take up a lot of, it take the oomph out the big snowstorms. It take the oomph out of the hurricanes that might have put something on Pennsylvania. By the time they get through the mountains and up and down, by the time they get to us, it wound up being 1 or 2 inches where they got like 8 feet of snow. So, I mean, it really depends on what direction it come, but we got buffered. So we still have the benefits of water everywhere, but not so much the headache. You know? You don't know what it's like to be a kid. They talking about snow coming, big snowstorm. And then you see we the only ones still going to school. Baltimore City, the only one still going to school. Every other school around us are closed. Oh, the Eastern Shore really got hit. They got, oh my God, they got 10 inches. We look outside and we got 1.5. Like what? Because it got weakened by the time it got to us. You'll hear nearby states declaring emergencies, and we just sitting there smiling. Like, it missed us. So that's the one good thing about this area. The weather ain't gonna kill you. Now, the people will. The weather won't. The people will. The weather won't. Hey, what's going on, Miss Minnie? How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I was just showing you the lousy Memorial Day that we had. Flooding everywhere. If I was to go down Fells Point right now, I could probably go down there and see about 3 or 4 feet of water. If I go down Dundalk, I can find 3 or 4 feet of standing water. If I go up to Ellicott City, I can probably find 8 or 9 feet standing water. Can see bridges out. We had storms with the misting. So you can say, well, we'll go ahead and do our barbecuing, under the deck. It ain't gonna work. The wind is blowing the water. The water's already coming down hard. Then the wind come by and it caused this mist. And that's these little itty bitty pockets of water. And the wind just blow it on through. And you sit there, you got your covered grill, you trying to flip your steaks, and this whoosh, come right in there and drop right down there, put the flame out. So we didn't have a good Memorial Day yesterday. I hope y'all had a better one. Even while all that was going on, we still had 13 people get shot yesterday. 13 people still got shot. Luckily, nobody was injured, but 13 people still got shot on the holiday with that storm going on. Two people got shot while driving. You shoot somebody driving down the street for what? People are crazy. I can see the 4th of July or New Year's where people rang shots out, but you literally shot 2 people that were just driving along in their car trying to get to where they would get to in the storm. You just say, hey, why don't we shoot that fool? I mean, what? People are absolutely losing their minds. As many says, sorry to hear that. Prayer Comedy says, in Chicago, there were 13 shooting, 6 deaths. Prayer Comedy, you made it worse. You made it worse. It was 2 women that got shot out of that 13. Rest of them were men. I've already told y'all, there's about 215,000 men in Baltimore City. And some of them are boys. So there's not even 215,000 men. But you can tell me, out of that 215,000, 11 could get shot in a holiday night. Last year, we had 340 murders. 340 out of that 200,000 black men. 340 murders. That's over a murder a day. Now, we didn't have any murders. They was everybody survived them. But 13 in one day. 13. 11 of them were men. There's less than 200,000 black men in Baltimore City. But yeah, 11 of them got shot in one holiday night. One night. A night where you're supposed to be eating and drinking and now, you said 30 got shot in Chicago. Chicago has millions of black men. Millions. Not less than 200,000. They have millions. So you saying in a city where there's 400,000 black people, men, women, and children, 13 of them can get shot in one day during a holiday. But now you take Chicago, which has millions of black people, millions. And you said 30 got shot. Let's rewind it back again. Baltimore City has 400,000 black people, men, women, and children. 13 got shot in one day. You got a city like Chicago, which has millions of black people. 30 got shot. Millions of black people. Millions. Millions. They had 30 shootings. Millions. 400,000 people all together. We had 13. Somebody get out the calculator and tell me what the difference is. And he says, that's terrible, y'all. Not sure about the D. I'm sure there was some here too. I'm sure it was, Miss Minnie. This is the first official holiday starting the summer off. Not terribly bad. Her comedy says 30. Yeah, 30 out of millions. What is it, 9 or 10 million black people? Anybody know the stats in Chicago? Let me see if I can look it up. Let me see something. See if I can pull a stat up. How many black people are there in the city of Chicago? Illinois population 2013. All right, this is based on the U.S. Census Bureau. They confirm this is old. They say 2,720,546 people. Can y'all see that? Make sure I ain't lying. Y'all can see Chicago, Illinois population. So they got 2,704,958. Now, let's go back. We're going in again. Oops. How many black people live in Baltimore City, Maryland. Oh, Lord. All right, population of Baltimore is 620,961. Black or African American, 395,781. White, 183,830. Hispanic or Latino, 25,960. Asian, 14,548. Okay. American Indian, 2,270. Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander, 274. So 395,000. Let me see if I can blow it up so y'all can see it. Oh my God. I was right. So this first stat, y'all can see 395,781, right? That next stat right below it is the males, 180,955. So you telling me out of 180,000 black males, 340 will get murdered this year out of 180,000. Chicago has 2 million black males. So 30 got shot, right? On the holiday, right? 30 of them got shot. 6 of them did, 7 as many. I just told y'all that out of a total population of 395,000, 13 got shot in one day. 11 of them is males. So out of 180,955 males, that number lesser now. No, didn't nobody die. Nobody died. The 13 shootings, nobody died. But 11 black men got killed. Well, got shot. Out of 180,000. 11. And you telling me it's 2.7 million in Chicago and 30 got shot? Does that sound equal? I got a better chance of not getting shot in Chicago than not getting shot in Baltimore. Because we talking, I got a 11 and you're talking about murders. I'm just saying shot period. I got an 11 out of 180,000 chance of not getting shot. What's the percentage on that? If I'm among 270 million, if I'm at 2.700,000, 2,207,000, 30 got shot. So is it better to be in Chicago or is it better to be in Baltimore? Are you safer in Chicago or are you safer in Baltimore? I ask again, are you safer in Baltimore or are you safer in Chicago? Is there a better chance of getting shot? Can you hide out better? Can your luck go longer? Can the Lord protect you better if you in the mean streets of Chicago where 30 out of 2,790,000 versus, I'm just saying, walking out the door, versus 11 out of 180,000. Which city is safer? In your opinion, what city is safer? Just using pure logic and common sense. What city is safer? You wonder why they call it body more? You wonder why they call it murder more? If Chicago has 800 murders this year, you still got a better chance of surviving in Chicago with nearly 3 million people than 340 murders. And there's a difference between shootings and the murders. Shootings is nobody died. Murder is somebody died. But you got a better chance of being shot in Baltimore than you do in Chicago. 11 out of 190,000. 11 men got shot during the holiday. I read them to y'all if y'all watched earlier. I read them off. 2 women got shot, 11 men. One day, 24 hours. 24 hours. Out of a population of 390,000. 13 people got shot yesterday. Luckily, none of them died. In Chicago, they got almost 300 million black people. 30 of them got shot. 30 out of almost 300 million. 11 out of 390,000. 395,000. Think about that was a. You got a better chance of getting shot. I got a better chance of sitting here and the winter just coming through the window and hit me while I'm talking to y'all than I do of doing my show live outside the Cabrini Brain Projects. I got a better chance of just sitting right here getting shot than being up there. I got a better chance of doing this show in front of one of the games. I got a better chance of doing this show in front of the games and not getting shot than just sitting right here with them odds. I think if New York, which has millions of people, we know there is a population of 11 million in New York. It's mixed. But if you had 340 murders in New York, they'd be calling for the chief police to get out. We got a total population. Everybody, black, white, Chinese, 600,000. Total population. But on them murders, most of them are men and women. Most of them are men. 340 out of 180,000. 340 deaths. That's not counting the shootings. We just told you it was 13 shootings during the holiday. 13. They didn't die, so they're not going to make it into the murder rate. But just think, 13 people got shot out of a city population of 395 in one day. Chicago got 2,790,000 black people, and 30 got shot. To match us, 200 people will have to get shot in one day in Chicago to match what Baltimore did yesterday. Let me let that marinate in your head. 200 people will have to get shot to match up counter-wise with the people that got shot yesterday here. And we're not even a tenth of the population. So don't say I'm just blowing smoke. We need help. We got to find a way to stop our kids from shooting each other over dumb stuff. I don't care if we need to set up boxing rings in the neighborhoods and provide them with gloves and headgear, and y'all go in there and duke it out. There's got to be something we can do to slow this down, because it's only going to get worse. Every day I wonder when I go outside, am I coming back? I literally wonder it. Every time I see somebody approaching me on the street, I'm wondering, is this going to be my time? Remember the odds. If we putting up 13 a day, we putting up 6 a day, we putting up 9 a day, it's only 180,000 of us. How long before it's your turn? How long, people, before it's your turn to be staring down the barrel? Let me check my chat. Sorry, I was online searching numbers, y'all. And let me see what people got to say. Let me see what y'all got to say about this. Her Comedy says, something about the warm weather brings out the worst in people. We had a fairly quiet shift last night. A young girl fell from a golf cart and died. Oh my God. I didn't know golf carts went that fast. What'd she fall into? Minnie says, a night we are supposed to be remembering and honoring. Her Comedy says, well, there are people, there'll be problems. Her Comedy said, their population, United States wide, is not that high. U.S. wide, I'm not saying the shootings were committed by black folks. I don't know the details. Her Comedy says, be right back. Well, y'all wasn't here earlier, but I read the stats for each shooting. They were all black males, except for two of them were two ladies that were shot together. What I'm saying to you is, and remember, I said males. It's normally males between the ages of 16 to maybe 35. What about the males that's 16 and under? What about the males that's 35 and up? So really, it's even smaller. That 190,000 might only be 100,000. So now the numbers look even worse when you're doing. Now we're talking 100,000 black males. 13 of that 100,000, 11 of that 100,000 got shot yesterday. They didn't die. They got shot. The murder rate for last year was 300. And I'm sorry, I said 340. I think it was 350. But it's only 10 murders. 40, 50, what's the difference? It's still out of 100,000. 100,000. You take 11 out of 100,000, that leaves you 999 and 89 that wasn't shot. Let's take the 30 from Chicago. That means 2,790 something people didn't get shot in Chicago yesterday. But yesterday, 11 out of 100,000 black males got shot. So 270,000 Chicago people did not get shot. 2,790,000 didn't get shot. Here, 999.9. $89 didn't get shot. That's crazy. Them stats are blown out the chain. So meaning if Baltimore had 2,790 something million black males, that means 3,000 would have got shot yesterday. 3,000 bodies would have been in the hospital getting treated with the same temperament, attitude, location. So people of Chicago are not as bad as the thug people of Baltimore. Just on a body basis. Body of work. 13 in one day with 395,000 people combined. 13. And yet 200,792,000 people only had 30. You can't compare the two. Chicago is not as dangerous. You got a better chance of moving your family to Chicago, dealing with the gangs and the drugs out there, than you do here. When there's more opportunity here than it is in Chicago. A well-educated family could move to Baltimore, get a good job, get a good house. They're going to pay out the butt for it. Do well in every other aspect, except for the fact one of their children is going to get shot. You got a better chance of being up there in Capini Green, in the projects. You got a better chance being up there with the what are they, the disciples, and you got a better chance of being up there than dealing with the Bloods and the BGF here. You got a better chance being up there with JJ and Thelma and you two Alona. Your kids got a better chance living in Chicago than living here. That's crazy. Get back to the chat. Her comedy says, where there are people, there will be problems. Their population, United States wide, is not that high. Ain't nobody said nothing. Come on, y'all. We got 5 people in the chat room and nobody wants to comment. We got 5 people in the chat room. Nobody went to comment. For all the talks, we talking about Trump need to get the National Guard and go into Chicago. Trump need to get the National Guard and come the hell into Baltimore. Trump need to come here. It's only 190,000 black men in Baltimore City. And that's males. Little boys ain't shooting nobody. Old men ain't shooting nobody. So you got to almost take that and cut it in half. Let me see what the murder rate so far is this year in Baltimore City. Let's look at the difference. What's the murder rate so far in 2018 for the city of Chicago? May to date, shot and killed 40. Shot and wounded 241. Total shot 281. Total homicides 46. Can y'all see that? Trying to see if y'all can make that out. That's Chicago. Let's go back and do it again for Baltimore. What's the homicide rate for Baltimore City 2018? This is USA Today. I'm trying to find it. Wait a minute. I'm going to read y'all this story. It got a video too. What's the name of this site? Let me see if I can find this for y'all. Give me a second, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Oh, my typing is that it actually goes right there. Hold on, y'all. It's muted. Trying to get his advertisement out the way, y'all. Okay. All right. All right, let's go back. All right, y'all. I found it. And if y'all think I'm talking a bunch of junk, USA Today just backed up what I said. And we're going to go there. Let me get the disclaimer. We're going there right now. Get this disclaimer here. Share this screen. Everybody think I'm talking junk. I'm just making up stuff. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. An allowance is made for fair use of purposes, such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Let's get it. Stop sharing. All righty, y'all. This is from my paper, the Baltimore Sun, talking about what USA Today said about Baltimore City. Fair use, fair use. Let me unmute it.
How do I get my family to take a break from Wi-Fi?
Easy.
I just paused
Xfinity X-Fi and the X-Fi.
That's crazy. But I paused that, and it still did what they wanted to do. Let's just take that out of the way. Let's see if I can find an article. Oh my God, I hate this computer, boy. I hope they ship out a new computer today. Please, in Jesus' sweet name. Oh, this thing burns me up. I'm trying to find an article, and they won't let me scroll down. We've already seen that. Pause. Look at it. Come on, man. It kills me. All right. Baltimore's highest ever per capita rate homicide rate in 2017 also made it the deadliest big city in the country. USA reported Monday. Though official data from the FBI won't be available until later in the year, USA Today reviewed the homicide rates in the nation's 50th largest cities, and Baltimore came out on top. The 342 homicides the city experienced in 2017 was a 17% increase over the prior year and translated to a rate of 56 killed by 100,000 people. That easily outpaced New Orleans and Detroit, which both had about 40 killings per 100,000 people, according to the report. Baltimore had more homicides last year than New York City, Philadelphia, and Los Angeles, all considerably larger cities. Only Chicago, also a considerably larger city, had more. USA Today used the nation's top 50 cities, which omits St. Louis, a city of about 315,000 people that had 205 killings in 2017. St. Louis homicide rate of 65 would easily top Baltimore's rate. So St. Louis is worse than Baltimore. The review showed killings across the country decreased by at least 1% in largest jurisdictions compared with 2016. So far in 2018, Baltimore is seeing a decline in homicides. Through Sunday, 31 people have been killed, with 47 people killed at the same time last year, a decline of about 34%. Other types of crime are also down across the board. So there is some good news, y'all. Mayor Catherine E. Pugh fired Police Commissioner Kevin Davis in late January, replacing him with Department veteran Darrell D. Souza. State and federal authorities have been stepping up arrests using open warrants, and residents organized a recent ceasefire weekend. So USA declared Baltimore City the worst city in the United States. St. Louis is actually worse, but St. Louis only has 315,000 residents, so it's not considered a big city. Then you got to at least have 500,000. But we beat Philly. We beat Los Angeles, gang capital of the world. We beat out Los Angeles with all the gangs and the Crips and the Bloods and the and all the Mexican gangs. We beat them out. We beat out Detroit, Minnie. The only city to beat us was Chicago. But based on them having 40 times as many people, we still beat them. I know y'all want to feel good. Y'all want to have fun and do nice things. The pharmacy opens up at 9. It's 8 o'clock. I got to get ready to go down there to get my prescriptions. I was supposed to go yesterday, but it wouldn't stop raining. I'm looking outside now, and I don't see no sun, so I don't know what it's like. But I'll say it again. I don't know if I'm going to take the live stick. I might take the cart cam. See if there's any damage out there. I don't know if I'm going to take the because we got that train bridge. I don't think the water going to sit around here. So it probably went down the train bridge. because we on a hill and the water gonna go down and sit. And I think it went down and went up the train bridge. Being honest with you, I don't think it's that much damage out there. But I'm gonna bring the cart cam. I'm gonna go put the camera on the charger, and I'll bring the cart cam along for my walk. I don't think I'm gonna do it live because ain't nobody really chatting, and y'all ain't gonna keep me company. So why have a chance of getting your head knocked off? Let me check the chat. Minnie says better to come to the D. Minnie said that's what he's doing now. Her comedy said, all right, back after working all night. I have to stay up for UPS to pick up a package, and remember it's Tuesday. I went to work on the wrong day last week. Her comedy says, Miss Minnie, how was your holiday? Brother D didn't get no ribs. No, I ain't getting nothing. Sat here and ate cereal. But I'm going to Family Dollar. Hopefully they don't lock the door in my face like they did last time. But I'm going there. I crave some pancakes. Y'all ever crave some pancakes? I want some pancakes, and I want some of that sausage. You know that kielbasa? Y'all know what I'm talking about? I want some kielbasa. I want some pancakes and some kielbasa sausage. I might get a carton of eggs. Maybe get some eggs. What do y'all think? Pure Comedy says, I have family in St. Louis. Yeah, St. Louis got 315,000 people. St. Louis, if they had more people, would have gave us a run of the money. But because they have less people, the fact that there's a 40 out of 300, there's a 40 out of 315,000, and we have a 60 out of 600,000. She said, is the rain clear? Let me walk over there and take a look. No, it's not raining, but it's cloudy. All right, I just went and took a look outside, and it's cloudy. It's cloudy and look like it want to rain again. So I'm gonna hurry up and. Connection just cut. No, it's still going. So what are you talking about? Pure Comedy said there are rough areas. Is the rain clear? It's not raining right now. Pure Comedy says 5 viewers. Yeah, 5 viewers, and only you and Miss Minnie talking. Yeah, Pure Comedy, no chat. That's what I mean. Pure Comedy says I have to be up if you go. Miss Minnie said mine was great. Had so much fun with my kids at the carnival. How about you? Hey, Miss Minnie, I'm gonna get you. You totally ignored me. I kept telling you during your live, turn that damn camera around. I cannot stand people that's lazy. You don't record like this. You record like this. You don't have a selfie stick? You still here, Miss Minnie? Shane. Let me show you. That's a good question. Where the hell is this always sit? Uh-oh. I moved it. Where did I move to? Uh-oh. Where is this always sit? That's a good question. Where the hell is this always sit? Uh-oh. I said, uh-oh. Where the hell is this always sit at? Oh, okay, I know where it is. In the car, right? Uh-huh. Uh-oh. Where the hell is this always sit? Uh-oh. I can't find the selfie stick. This is embarrassing. Where the heck is the selfie stick? Ah! That's embarrassing. Where the heck is the selfie stick? I was going to show you the correct way to hold the phone with the selfie stick. Hey, I can't find it. Looks like I got something to do when I get off of here. I got to find a selfie stick. Where the hell did I put it at? I know the last time but I had the cart, and it's not in the cart. Right. The comedy says we celebrate on Saturday with a cookout. We also place flags all around the Veterans Cemetery Sunday. It rained all day. We were stuck on the patio, laugh out loud. Her comedy says I had to work Sunday night, late night. Minnie says, I'm so sorry, brother, laugh out loud. I'm still a rookie. Minnie says, and the sun was blazing. I couldn't see and didn't have my glasses. Per comedy says horizontal recording. A lot of people complain about that. I never record vertically. Minnie says, but yeah, the streaming out and about is all still new. Minnie says, I'll do that next time. Per comedy said that's backwards. Per comedy says I record sideways. Minnie says, I never recorded that way, but I'm going to try. Minnie says, I have a selfie stick, but I never used it. Minnie says, I don't think I know how. He said it was 95 here in the D. Woo! Don't let my pacemaker even hit 95. I'm trying to figure out what I did with the selfie stick. I know the last time I was out, the phone went dead. And I know I put the phone in the cart. I'm trying to think of it might be in my coat pocket in the closet. I'll find it. But anyway, Manny, with the selfie stick, you just stick it inside and it holds it. And you have it on a stick. And you got your camera in the front and you got your camera in the back. When you're talking to the people, you want to use the little camera in the front. See? The little one. You want to use that camera. When you're doing it, when you want to show something great, you use the one in the back. And it's usually like a little circle with an arrow going in two directions. That lets you know what direction the camera gonna be in. And the same way you see how this screen got lit up on it, when you want doing a selfie, you take your finger like this and you touch the screen and the chat will pop up, and then you can see what the people are saying. And always remember to hit live chat. Matter of fact, I'll show you. Always remember to hit live chat. And you see you get offered two things. Okay. You want to get the one that say live chat. And that way it's going to show you the trolls. Because a lot of times the trolls don't show up. And people will say to you, why you didn't get the troll? You're going to say, what troll? Happened to me a lot. You put that live chat on there, it make everything pop up. Because the trolls, sometimes they can come there and might not get picked up and say all kinds of things. And other people will see, and they see you not addressing it. They see that your moderator's not addressing it. If they don't have live chat on, they're not going to be able to see it. So that's something else you can learn. But please, ain't nothing worse than looking at two bars on the side of the screen. That's why I like to have it filled out. And then when you turn it sideways, oops, it's not on? Nope, screen rotation. That way your screen is filled out. When you don't have your screen filled out, it's really annoying. Especially when you watch it on a 40-inch or bigger. And you got this big TV. And you only showing this much of that big TV. You're looking at two black bars on the other side. You find yourself looking at the black bars more than the content. So that's why I say fill the screen up. It only takes a second. Ain't no difference to having it this way than that way. But not much different. You can still do the same stuff on the phone. So let's get back. Manny says it was a scorcher and my silly butt out at the fair. Laugh out loud. Her Comedy says I have a selfie stick, but I don't know how to work it. Manny says same here. Manny says yesterday they were trying it and I had forgot I was on a new channel and didn't have mods yet. Manny says, but I'm still working on this new channel, but I'll get it all together. Well, that's the beauty of it, Manny. We all learn. I mean, think about it. I didn't know nothing. I came to YouTube other than watching a couple of Tommy shows and watching JD from New York. I didn't know anything. I didn't know about emojis. Y'all had to tell me what an emoji was. For the life of you, I still don't know what half of them mean. And y'all got these TTLY and all these LORTL. You notice I'll be reading the chat. You see me skip right over it. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything is a learning experience. That's what makes it so great. That's why a lot of people say, if we donate something, it's for you. Everything go to the channel. When a channel is professional looking, then I'll start looking at my needs. Right now, everything is for the channel. I want the best professional look. Are we better off than we were 3 months ago? Heck yeah. Are we better off than we was at the beginning of the year? 10 times. But every time I come on here, I gotta look at this green screen. And there's nothing on it. It's nothing on it. But new computer's on the way, y'all. New computer is on the way. This is an i3, the cheapest of the Intels. We got an i5 coming, dual core. This single core. Is that going to do it? I hope so. But if not, I'm watching the auction now for i7. Hopefully the price don't jump too high. Right now it's only at 76, but people usually wait for the last minute, and then that's when they try to sneak that offer in. So I might have to put a little bit of that BGE money in, but if it stays within range, we could have an i7 16 gigabyte RAM, quad core, i7 the top of the line. Hopefully we can get it. But if not, there are others. As long as you got the monitor, the keyboard, and the mouse, box is easy to get. I wouldn't care if I bought a used box and it lasts 6 months. You can give me 6 months of running OBS with no problems, and I have the daggone freezing and cutting out and all that stuff. That's 6 months of pleasure. Then I can focus on doing my show and not have to worry about this gonna go wrong, that gonna go wrong. Give me my 7 to 8 months. I gladly pay that price again to get another 7 to 8 months to get peace and quiet. Not to be worried. If I had to buy a new box every year, it's worth it for the peace of mind. But to be honest with you, ain't nobody gonna put up $1,400. But you can get people to donate 20, 50, or 100, and you can get one for 179, get one for 230. It lasts you a year. I think you got your money's worth. Because the brand new one's about 1,700. I'd rather pay a little bit. Because what happens if you pay the 1,700 and it lasts through the warranty and then it die? Then you got a 1,700 piece of crap. I'd rather have a $150, $200 piece of crap and replace it than try to replace a $1,700 piece of crap. Because we doing YouTube and we gonna run it. We gonna run it. So we gonna see. Can the i5 handle OBS? If the i5 can't handle it, then we're gonna try the i7. If the i7 can't handle it, we're gonna have to get a gaming PC. Lord knows. That's what the shoebox channel is for. We can get a nice gaming PC for about $500. I hope we don't need it. I don't play them games. I don't play those games. I've never played anything higher than a 64. I don't know nothing about PlayStation, nothing about Xboxy and all that stuff. Never played any of them games. I just want something that can run the OBS. We got our controller for the 64. We got our controller for Sega Genesis. Those are the games I know. So when we can get, hopefully this computer will take care of everything. If not, like I told you, I already got my eye on another one I'm watching in the auction, and I got my eye on 9 more. So hopefully the i5 can do it. We know the i3 can't do it. We on the i3 right now. I'm hoping the fact that it's old and that it's an i3, that this i5 is going to be just on steroids when they get here. Plus a dark core. We'll have to wait and see. But if not, I got some coming. Like I say, it's nice. I don't have to worry about getting that fancy desk now. I can go ahead and get that $30 one that I saw on Amazon. Matter of fact, I'm going to go change that when I get a chance. I'm going to take that one off because that one was for a one with a box on the floor. We got an all-in-one. So everything is going to sit right here on the table. I'm just going to get a longer table. I think this table will do. Because, like I said, if y'all want to look it up, we got an Intel 7010 Dell Optiplex. Intel i5. You can go on YouTube. You can go on Google. Look it up. You'll see it's a powerhouse. And we got the smaller form factor. It's still the same PC. It's just in a smaller form factor. And like I said, it's on a stand. And the monitor is going to sit here, which it'll probably be up to here. And then you have the keyboard and the mouse. You walk around it, and you'll see it's got like a arm. And the box goes inside the arm with a tower, as y'all call it, the box. I call it the box. It goes in there. So everything is right here. You ain't got to go down here and all that. Everything will be table level. So we're going to see how it works. To me, the hardest part was getting something strong enough with the money we had that let you get the monitor and the keyboard and the mouse. I searched on Amazon. The cheapest monitor on Amazon is $66. The cheapest. Just the screen, the monitor. I went on eBay. I couldn't find a monitor for under $30. So if you was going to say, I'm going by the box, and you say, okay, I can find a monitor for $30. And for those of you who say, I'm on eBay right now and I see monitors, I say, look at the shipping, because it might say $25, but then they got $50 shipping at the bottom. It might say $30, but they got $45 shipping. They're going to get their money. They're not cheap. Don't let them fool you. Unless you're going to go to the flea market, or unless you want to go to the you go to the flea market or Salvation Army, you're not going to find a monitor under $30. You're not. And if you want a good Bluetooth computer, you're going to spend $20. And if you want a good mouse, not the old cheapy, you want a good mouse, you're going to pay $35. So 30, 20, 40 for a good mouse. How much is that? That's almost $100. So if you could even find a good computer for $140, refurbished to use, even if you got to add another $100 on for the other stuff. So now you're going to spend $240. It's better to get something you think will work in the low price range. Try that first. If the box can't handle it, it's easier to just buy another box. I seen a 4 gigabyte, 3.1 quad core gigahertz i5 for $65. Just the box. Now, when you start adding in monitor, keyboard, and everything else, now you up near the $200 range. If you already got the keyboard, the monitor, and everything, kick out the $65. I seen one for 79. I seen one for 99. I seen one for 112. I seen one for 113. I seen one for 140. I seen one for 160. These are the price ranges for just the box. For those of you who don't care about computer stuff, you don't care. For those of you thinking of starting your own channel, you should know. If you're going to do YouTube and you're going to use OBS, OBS is the free software. But Tommy Sotomayor and Vic Damone use Xsplitter. This is an i3. If you put Xsplitter, just put it on here, just start it up, you will kill this processor. Just starting it up will kill this processor. If y'all been watching me the past 2 days, y'all seen me put the OBS on and see it do nothing and take up 99% of the processor. So an i3 is not going to do it. You need at least an i5 from what I've researched. And I'm still not confident in the i5. That's why you still hear me talking about the i7. We ain't have enough money for the i7, but God damn it, next go around, we gonna get that i7. That's the strongest. But most gaming PCs, they start out with an i5. The little white boys will buy them, and then they'll get the RAM off Amazon, and they'll get the other things. They will buy them and put them in themselves. Now, I don't know how to do all that, but they will buy them and put them in themselves. Those are the keyboards. I mean, those are the ones I look for. Not from the factory, but people have their own and they hook them up. Because they into their high tech. When that high tech goes away and a new thing come out, they want to sell what they got and go invest in a new thing. Just like with a car. You might have the 2018. They making 2019s right now. So guess what? People that want to be on top of it, they want the 2019. And they're going to sell their 2018 so they can go put down on 19. It happens every year. They do it with cars. They do it with computers. You got people that know how to work on their computers. They'll take a regular computer and hook it up for themselves. Then when the newest thing come out, they sell it. They buy the newest thing. They hook that up. So you can stay ahead of the technology just following behind them. You ain't got to learn how to do all that stuff. Let them do it. You just stay a year or two behind. Comfortably. Why? If you can't afford to kick out $1,700 for a new computer, somebody take one, hook it up. Then the new one come out. They're going to want the new one. They'll sell it. They'll put it in an auction. And you try to win it. If you can win it, you can win it. You can't, you try the next one. But the point is, you can get that technology a year too late. We only want to run OBS for the green screen. That's what we need. And also, what you see me doing, like showing the Fox News and all that stuttering and that's not going to happen if we're using OBS. It's not. This computer can handle one thing at a time. It can't multitask. It's not dual core, and it's old. So we've been getting by. Luckily, y'all still watch. But I personally feel, every time you come to this show, you should see an improvement. Every time you come watch this show, you should see an improvement. We've improved the sound. We've improved the video. For those of you who thought that I didn't need a webcam, let you judge for yourself. This is the webcam that came with the PC. I don't know what you see. I'm looking at snow. I see snow. What I'm looking at. That's why it bothered me so much. I don't know what y'all see. Maybe y'all do see clarity, but I see snow. But when I turn back to the webcam y'all donated, oops, wrong button. When I turn back, if y'all can tell me that y'all don't see a difference between this and that, maybe this has a lousy screen on it. But I know I see the difference. Just looking straight ahead at the screen, I don't see the snow. I see a 1080p high definition picture. Maybe y'all don't. Maybe y'all can't tell a difference. I know I do. Looks like pure D crap. But I know it's going to take forever for this thing to get here. Because now it's going to be so many different things that we can do. Graphics. Displays. Text on the screen. So many different programs that we can run that this computer can't do. Let me check my chat. Minnie says, same here, brother. It takes a minute to get it all seasoned. Minnie says, yes, I embrace the learning process. Her comedy says, playing with a stick right now. Whose stick you playing with? Minnie says, you're a pro now, brother. No, I'm not a pro. I'm learning. And I try to come with something different every day. Her comedy says, a new computer. It ain't new, but it's new to us. And it's got to be better than what the heck we got now. Something from the flea market is better than what we got now. Something out there in somebody trash is better than what we got now. So, Fair Comedy says, a selfie stick is awkward. Have you seen how retarded I look holding that selfie stick? Let me see if I got that pulled up real quick. Let me see if I can show how retarded. See how we got to wait, y'all? Oh, Jesus. Come on, man. Let me see if I still got this video. Oh, Lord, now what? Oh, Jesus. Boy, I'm not going to miss this thing. I don't know about y'all. This thing going right in the trash. TRASH. I ain't going to donate to nobody. I don't want nobody to have this daggone headache. I wouldn't do this to my worst enemy. Piece of crap. And we got to wait for it to load up. What? Oh, Lord, this thing's slower than my grandmother going to the bathroom. Now it's not responding. Lord, help me. Come on, man. It's literally just spinning, y'all. I'm glad y'all can't see this. I'll be so embarrassed. I'm glad y'all. I think y'all still see me. I don't think y'all see this. It's This thing's a piece of crap. He needs you. You know good and well that devil gonna make sure them people wait for forever to ship this thing. Watch. This thing probably gonna go through the turmoils. Probably gonna get lost 5 or 6 times. Ain't no way in the world he gonna let us get this thing quick. Now the phone going right. Come on, man. I ain't never seen nothing like this. I ain't never seen nothing like this. All right, y'all, we gotta do it the hard way. Can't do it the easy way. Nah, you need a real computer to do it the easy way. We gotta do it the hard way. Let's go back. Come on. Something so simple. Go to my channel. Videos. Okay, so we won't have any. We won't have any here. Let's go back. Go to BD. Oh, it's BD in the family, right? You're killing me. BD in. BD in the family. 57. All right, let's go to 57. It should be there then. Here we go. Shit. Come on, girl. Come on. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, y'all, I'm back. Well, I was here the whole time, but I wasn't. I was actually looking online. I didn't want to stress the computer out by bringing y'all along. We don't need a disclaimer because it's me. We just waiting on y'all to catch up. Let me check the chat while I wait on y'all to catch up. Her comedy says selfie stick is awkward. Minnie says it is. She said it draws a lot of attention. Her comedy says I won't be using that. Toss it in a non-usable pile. Well, you just send it to me then. Her comedy says Minnie changed names. What happened to Ms.? Her comedy says I am a tech buyer, not a good user. I never read it, never read anything. I turn it on, go from there. Her comedy says laugh out loud. Selfie stick I purchased some time ago. Missing the cord, I guess. Her comedy said it's got to be a better way. Maybe a body cam will work like law enforcement wear. No, because your movements will move the camera. You have to make sure you can't move the camera. That's why you hold that stick, because you can keep your hands steady. Her comedy says, are you froze? You moving around from my view. Her comedy says, excuse my typos, lack of grammar, too tired, too bothered with ITV. Brother D, what happened to Minnie Wrench? Nothing happened to Minnie Wrench. She's not Ms. Minnie. She is Minnie. Let me see. Hold on a second, y'all. She doesn't have a wrench for that yet. That's the problem. Hold on. We'll take care of that. Go to my channel. You know what? I'm sitting here looking at an old video chat that I'm about to show. Hey, she got a chat on that channel. I mean, she got a wrench on that channel. All right, hold on, y'all. This is us right now. Where's Minnie? There she is. Where is? Alrighty. It don't even sound right saying it. But there you go, Minnie. That's why I said you never had to worry about your wrench. A family member will remind me of it. Okay. Now tell me I don't look retarded. Tell me I don't look retarded walking around with that selfie stick. Some of the trolls said that y'all family members is cheap. Y'all should give me a better one. They say it looked thin and flimsy. Y'all gonna tell me I don't look retarded walking around that thing in my hand?
That's a pretty good camera. Look how clear in there.
Now, inside the cart, I got the dolly cart that y'all got me. And that camera is attached to the dolly cart. Now, I'm showing y'all this for a reason. I'm going to actually show you the view from the camera on the stick, and you'll see the difference. Now y'all see, basically, I only got one hand. The selfie sticks don't cost that much, especially if you get them from China. But like I said, the one we got is kind of flimsy. You can see how scrawny it is, but it works. I ain't complaining. But I understood what the trolls were saying. You know, they telling the truth. I'm not going to lie on them. Let me fast forward some. You will go right there, wouldn't you? You will go right there, wouldn't you? All right, let's back out. Let's back out. Back out. Okay. Now, this one. Hey. But I charge the camera. I want us to be in the same place. Yeah, right there. Same place. So we already off to a bad start. I want like a hunk of it. Ain't got like a hunk of turkey. What did we have last time? Like using that stick. Look at the range. I'm showing you the whole market almost. Look at the range you get. Like holding it in your hand, not gonna do that. There we go. I'll take this. If you look, you can see the card on the camera. Y'all see it? Now we need to go get some $1.99. You know you can get these. I ain't gonna say. Just give it here. I ain't trying to get a lot. We need to get some Kool-Aid, some sugar, and we need some dinner. I'm sick of meat. I hate to say it. I'm sick of meat. I had all that turkey. I'm sick of it. I had turkey ground beef, turkey sandwich patties, turkey this, turkey that. I'm sick of it. Like the auntie said, I'm sick of it. Hold on. Take the chat. Your parents purchase encyclopedias, flashcards, math, science material. We sent them to any school. Yeah, you're forever learning. We had them too. Renee, Pro Comedy says if she has she had church at homeschool. Renee said that's good. Renee says I know people who do it. Pro Comedy says it's dark out there, bro. Need to be careful. Yeah, it's miserable out today. Pro Comedy says, Renee, are you working now? She said, no, not right now. He said she might keep us since it's Mother's Day. Well, to all you ladies, I wish y'all a happy Mother's Day. They got them 5 for 5. Yo, there's the card again. That's a damn shame. They got them 5 for 5 and ain't got 5. Ain't that crazy, y'all? They got them 5 for 5 and they got 5. I said they got them 5 for 5 and they ain't got 5. So we're gonna take the 4 they got. And deselect. All right. That's not what I want. Where you at? Oh, she unfroze again, y'all. Hold on. This damn computer got on my nerves. There we go. All right. So Pure Comedy and Miss Minnie, you see how you use the stick? You see how I was able to still have me in the picture, but still give y'all a shot of what's going on around me. And you didn't have that old jiggly wiggly and all that other stuff. And there ain't no black bars in the screen. You do it sideways. And if you got something that you really want people to really get a good look at, your back camera is always better than your front camera. It's not heavy. And you can switch hands. It's not heavy. And if you get lazy, you can put it on your chest and let your chest carry it too. But remember, okay, when I'm doing this, I consider it I'm working. Even though it's fun to me, this is a job. And if I'm working the camera, I'm supposed to give y'all the best camera shots I can give you. It's got to be work. You got to mix the work in to something you consider fun if you want a good result. Everything can't be all fun and games. You got to try. Yeah, my hand get tired sometimes. I switch hands. I'm not thinking about my hand being tired. I'm thinking that y'all got things to do in y'all lives, but y'all are willing to take the time to watch me. So if y'all willing to take the time to watch me out your daily schedule, how can I complain about the camera too hard to hold? If you want to be the leader, if you want to be the top dog, if you want to be the one to watch, you got to be willing to put the work in. I literally kill myself sometimes. The last time I was out walking, I was so glad that the phone died because I literally had to sit down. And I mean, I literally was thinking about calling an ambulance. And when I made it home, I was so happy to just jump in that bed and lay down. But I know what caused it. Me not having that aspirin. That's why I got 600 tablets. God darn it. We're not going to have that problem no more. Thanks to the family. But it is work. It ain't easy. Look at how many YouTubers got bags under their eyes. Everybody think it's easy. It ain't easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Let me check my chat. Minnie says, laugh out loud at Pure. Yeah, I was talking to Pure. So now I also showed you how to manage the chat without waiting for it to pop up. You take your finger very lightly, and you got to be careful because the same way you can block somebody on your phone, you can block somebody doing that too. You got to be careful. You just take it, you slide it up. All you got to do is touch it. Slide it up, and then you slide up and look at what's going on. It only stays up if your finger not there for a second. So you got to hurry up. Make sure your finger there and scroll it. That's it. Minnie says, I'll try it out one day when I'm streaming. See, no, Miss Minnie. This is why I get on you. I love you, girl, but stop being lazy. Do a stream and put it on private. Walk around. Then come back, look at it, and see the mistakes you made. Do that before you go live. That way the trolls can't tease you. A little bit of prevention prevents an ounce of embarrassment. Put it on private. Or you don't want to do that, just take your phone app. Whatever your phone app is. Let me find mine. Okay, y'all can see right there, it says camera. Turn the camera on. Turn it sideways. See? Look at me. And practice. Practice walking around. Walk around the house. And then when you watch it back, make sure that you're giving the people the full view of where you at, because you want them to be there with you. I want y'all to have the full experience. Not just be watching me, but I want you to be involved into the atmosphere. I want you to feel like you're there, like you're a fly on the wall, like you spying on people. Like when you see somebody walk by and you go, "Hi, I see you." How you? Having the camera on a stick where you can control it, you can control the views. That's why when y'all watch them people on them daggone videos, it burns me up. Well, star, well, star. And they sitting there showing you a picture of that shirt. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Supposed to be watching the fight. They showing you everything but the fight. But they want y'all to watch them. Put yourself in the shot with the fight. That's all you got to do. Young people, listen. Put yourself in the shot with the fight if you want to be seen. Because a lot of them, they just want you to watch them. They don't care. They just want you to watch them. As long as you watch me, well star. Larry Productions. Larry Productions on YouTube. Well star. They promoting themselves instead of doing the job. You want them to record the fight. If they got the fight looking good, you will find that channel. But they don't think like that. They think they got to promote. Let me log back in. See if everybody balled out on me. Her Comedy says it does cover a wide area. Your arm should be fatigued though. No, because look how thin it is. It's not heavy. The phone is not heavy, and neither is the stick. Don't get a heavy stick. The ones I got right there on Amazon, they're not expensive. Matter of fact, see, that's the one thing about me. I don't just talk. I teach. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. Go to your orders. Now, I'm not sure if I got this or if a fan got it. So let me see if I got it here. I think I bought it. Yeah. Yep, there it is. This is unavailable. But there it is. You see it? They got different colors. See how it extends? I got to go find mine if I'm going to go live. All right. Her Comedy said, it's not heavy yet awkward. Ms. Minnie said, laugh out loud at brother. You said, he. Well, my great-grandmother, God bless her soul, if she had a catchphrase, her catchphrase was, he. And you knew when you heard that, you better listen. Something was going to come. And she had a couple sayings. I don't mean one. I don't mean two. I mean the whole MNF crew. And that includes you too. Hee. Sometimes up. Sometimes down. Sometimes you feel level to the ground. Hee. I don't know nothing about that. But let something happen. We're going all ball the jack. Hee. When you heard her say that, you had to listen. You had to listen. Well, another thing, Pure Comedy, how heavy is your phone? You got like a note? It's best to have a lightweight phone. But you want a good phone. I mean, if you can get like you can get a Samsung, a S5, or a S6, you know, or if you can get like a LG, but most of the LGs and Sonys have more weight to them. I've noticed. Not all of them, but most of them that I've seen in the stores. They tend to have more weight. You want to try and get a lightweight, powerful phone. Pure Comedy says, oh, maybe she don't like her phone. She says she got it right here. She ain't touched it since she bought it. Well, you need to take it back and get something you like. As much as I fuss about my phones, would none of this be possible if it wasn't for these two phones? Wouldn't nothing be possible? I had this laptop buried. You know why I had it buried? Because when I had the Comcast and I had the Wi-Fi, this computer was doing fine. When I had to make a decision to get rid of the Wi-Fi in the Comcast and keep the two phones, because even though I had the weakest plan you could ever have for cable, it was based around the Wi-Fi. They wanted to charge you $90 for just Wi-Fi by itself. So for $120, I was able to get basic cable. And when I say basic, I mean basic. I think I had Spike TV. I think Spike TV and Lifetime was the only good channels I had. Now, TLC and all them other crappy channels, but, you know, didn't have no Spike, didn't have no TBS, no Superstation 9. Y'all know what I'm talking about. None of the good channels. I had A&E, and basically I watched A&E USA. That was it. A&E USA. I didn't watch much cable. I watched YouTube. And I started watching anything. And I had my what do you call it? I had my I had the Chromecast. The phones won't power the Chromecast. It'll power this stuff. If it powered the Chromecast, my life was so much easier. But I had the Chromecast, it didn't matter which phone I had. I could watch TV. It ain't matter which phone I had. Now, I'm using this with the screen mirroring wireless dongle, and this is an S5. It's old. It's getting old. It's still a good phone, but it's getting old now. Screen flutters in and out. It's getting old, but I can still watch TV. And also, I got the HDMI, which I can run the computer to the 40-inch. That's why a lot of times when I put videos on, I go away and lay down. And I'll watch it, and I'll work the chat. I'll watch the TV. You got an iPhone 8 Plus. You know how many people were killed for an iPhone 8? Period. You know how much smoother these shows would go if I had a high-powered device. You imagine the lives, instead of using that regular HD 720. You imagine if I was live in 1080p. Could you imagine it? But the microphone on that Alcatel is pretty good. It's a cheap, but it's pretty good. Specs on the phone suck. It's using old hardware. They're trying to power a 5.5-inch screen using 10-year-ago CPU. This thing freezes and stutters, but you know what? Piece of crap to get the job done. When I be doing that stuff with the selfie stick, it's only in 720 by 1280. It's not 1080 by 1920. And before you say, well, you're holding a Samsung in your hand, it's an old Samsung. Back when they made this, they wasn't putting no effort into the front camera. Now they put more effort. They have their phone sitting over there that I don't even touch. I ain't even gonna say it. I give you an example. This 1.5 megapixel at 1920 by 1280. How's that gonna look really? I can tell you, it looks like crap. But it still looks like crap. 1.5 megapixel back camera. 16 megapixel. I think your iPhone 8 is a 32 megapixel camera. But I guarantee you the front camera is not no 1.5 megapixel. A troll got on me thinking I'm retarded because I told him that this phone has a 5 megapixel camera. A 5 megapixel. The cheap. Now, they only gave you 8 megapixels on the back. But they know people are doing selfies. They put more effort into the front camera. So it's still 720 by 1280. It's high definition, but it's not full. To be full, you got to be 1080p or higher. But then after 1080p, then you got 2K, you got 4K, 6K, 8K. Which is a waste on YouTube because YouTube compresses it down anyway. So you really ain't going to get that much of a difference. But because this phone is newer, the people need to put more effort into the front camera. When this came out, remember now, we about to go into the, what are we on now, the S9? The S9's about to come out. So this is a 5, so this is getting old. So one day I'm gonna have to update, but we'll get to it. Important thing is to get the computer. Once that's here and we good, then I can start worrying about updating the phones. Tyrone told me something yesterday. Y'all know Tyrone. He told me something yesterday and wants me to give him an answer about it. I'm not sure what my answer is. He says that I should start looking into getting Patreon. Now, I watch JD from New York, and I know that he has a Patreon, and I know that when YouTube changed the way it did AdSense, and YouTubers were losing money, they were asking people to pledge to Patreon. I'm going to Google it and see what the hell it is. I just heard about it. I don't know it. But I do know that from talking to Tyrone, it's something about people pledge money every month to help the show out and support it. Would that be something y'all would be interested in? And what kind of, he said something about different levels. What kind of perks would y'all like for the different levels if we do decide to do it? Because I don't want to waste my time. I mean, I don't want to do it and then, like, we got the website and then I just checked it. Y'all barely go on it. And our website look better. Our website looks better than Vic's. Not bragging, but it does. And y'all barely go on it. So I don't want to get locked into something and then have something for the trolls to bitch about. See, I told you. I told you was here for the money. You don't put a Patreon up. Look at that. There ain't nobody pledging to it. We can't even flag it. Because there ain't nothing to even flag. So before I waste my time in that stuff, y'all let me know. If I got a Patreon, would y'all be interested in pledging and supporting the show? And if so, because he said something about different levels, what perks would y'all like for going to the high levels? Rather than just getting it and throwing it out there, I'm asking y'all, should I get it? And if I do, will y'all support it? If not, let me know so I don't look stupid. Having a Patreon that nobody pledges to, it would look stupid. So, just asking. Y'all let me know. Her Comedy says, I like phone. I don't like selfie stick. Maybe you need a different kind of selfie stick. I showed you an example or something. Just make sure you get the kind to hold the phone. Because I can swing in and everything, and it won't come off. Ms. Minnie says, mine is probably the cheapest there is, but it does everything I need to do. Ms. Minnie said, don't need all that fancy stuff. Well, let me stop you right there, Ms. Minnie. If you're a budding YouTuber, you need the best that you can afford. You need the best that you can afford. And as long as you putting out the best you can do, can't nobody get on you. But when you start taking shortcuts, that's when the trolls get ammunition to beat you over the head with it. I was trying to explain that to Danita, and she didn't get it. When she got a computer, I told her what she needed to get. She asked me about a microphone. I told her what kind we got. I told her she needs an arm, and she needs a spit filter. So when you catch a puzz and buzz and all that, it don't come out of like you beatboxing. I don't need all of that. I said, if you want a good show, you do. Then I told her she needs to get a webcam. Get a webcam on Amazon for $25. I showed y'all the difference earlier. I'll show it again. The difference. if she got a webcam on her computer, this probably what it looks like. It does the job. But why wouldn't you want to put out the best you can put out? It's only $25 to get a webcam. It's got to be 1080 by 1900. Yeah. Now I'm waiting for it to switch. I'm looking at it now. Y'all on the delay. I'm watching on the phone right here, and I see the difference. They ain't angled the same way. I should have had them at the same angle, but you see the difference. Now, this webcam, the C922, the C922E is one of the best webcams you can buy right now. It's what all the white YouTubers use before they get into the Canon XLRs and all that. They all start with the Logitech 922 or 922E. Most of them start off with the Snowball microphone, and that's what we're using because it's right out the box. You ain't got to add all the shock mounts, and you ain't got to get the box that costs $100 and something to control the volume and all that crap. It works out the box. Also, the Blue Yeti. The Blue Yeti is going to run you around $100. You can get the Snowball. I found the good deal for $42. But the Snowball, right out the box. All you got to do is plug it in. Go into your settings. Go into recording. On the microphone, hit Blue Snowball. That's it. You ready to go. No more talking. You ready to go. You ready to start the show. And like I said, a lot of people use this microphone. They put it on the arm so it's out of view. Let me bring it over. But I can bring it into view. You can see it's not a small microphone. You see, I got it on the arm. I like it out of view because I don't want you to be distracted. Some people put it in front of them, and it came with a stand for the desktop, and it would sit right here, like in front of me, and I don't want it, blocking the view. People say, "Oh, you hiding behind a microphone. Why are you hiding your face behind that big microphone?" No. But when you cheap out your people that's watching you. I try to get the best that I can get. There are times to get something, I don't almost let the power get cut off. There been times when I had to go a couple of days without eating just so I could save up and get something. To me, it's worth it. I want to give you the best I can get. If I give you the best that I can give you, ain't nothing more I can do. So you can't shame me. You can't insult me. You can't make me mad. I gave you the best I can give you. Now with the help of the family, we really doing good. But I'm still going to give you the best I can give you. I'm not going to cheap out on something. I'm going to tell you something right now. You said you never saw the website. It's in the description. Everything is in the description. The PayPal is there. The Amazon site is there. If you want to get something to help me out, that's there. The website is there, and so is the Twitch, which we can't run the OBS, so we can't use the Twitch yet. Hopefully, when the computer get here, we'll be able to go on Twitch too. For those of you that have forgotten, yes, we got 2 Twitch accounts. So the website is in the description. And I ain't somebody to just tell you. Let's go. Let's go to the website. Actually, it's right there too. I ain't had to do all this. Waiting for y'all to catch up. Tyrone ain't changed it yet. Doggone it. Y'all said this is the website. On the website, there's the link for the website, the link for Twitch, the link for Amazon, and we got a donate button if anybody cares. Now, what I like about this one that Vic don't have, all the titles at the top. So this is home. You can click here. We still learning on how to upload the videos to it, but you'll be able to come here and check out some Bible sermons. When we used to play the music, you could come here and sing the music. Videos we do on topics. All right, and he got one video here. Let me hit it and see what happens. See that? It says, watch this video on YouTube. Playback on other websites has been disabled by the video owner. I need to find out about that. I'm gonna ask Tyrone about that today when I talk to him. About me. You wanted to learn something you didn't know about me? I got it right here. He ain't changed the numbers neither. He's sick. But if y'all look, most of the channels are here. He didn't put on the original channel we on now. It's not on here. And now let's go to the members. Here you can sign up and become a member. And there ain't no members showing up. So we supposed to be a family, and there ain't nobody showed up. That's why I said, I don't know if I want to start a Patreon. Y'all not even going to the website. You know? Would it be a waste of time? But I gotta admit though, I don't know what this box is for, but I gotta admit though, that's pretty cool. D-drop in. We're not D-drop in anymore. We're a family. So that's what I'm saying. Why invest and stuff that people are not going to get into. What would y'all like to see the show do? The reason we're not using the Twitch is because this PC can't run it. We need the OBS. Putting OBS on this computer gives it the shakes and the runs. I had so much fun doing this. Let me minimize everything. I'm going to start this first. Start the task manager. Hold on a second, y'all. There it is, task manager. Let that start first. This is what I'm talking about. I'm waiting on the tax manager to start. Lord, are you serious? It's still spinning. All right, tax manager is open. We're going to minimize it. Let's start OBS. Now, the reason to open the tax manager up is I'm going to take the prioritization of OBS. I'm going to take it all the way down to the bottom. When I say the bottom, I mean I'm going to put it on the lowest of the low priority as far as the system goes. We're going to treat it like it's a stepchild. They got the measles. Put them in the back room. We're going to put it on the back burner. While we wait an hour for this thing to open, let me get me a sip of water. It's cold, too. That hit the spot. I forgot I had that there. That hit the spot. We still waiting on it to open up. It's ridiculous. I don't know how I'm going to bring y'all back in while this thing cutting off, but I'm going to try. Come on, girl. Come on. Let me hit it again and see what happens. It says it's already running. So if it's already running, where is it? Then I'm going to hit cancel. It should pop right up. No, that ain't work. Come on, girl. Let me do it again. Hit launch anyway. Oh, man. I should have went to the bathroom and came back, doggone it. It gave me something to do. This thing older than dirt. Come on, man. This is so embarrassing. All right. Popped up. And of course, it took up the whole screen. You know we don't need that. Now, minimize. It opened twice? All right. You exit. So thing opened twice. All right. Go to OBS. All right. Go to details in task manager. And we got to find it at the bottom. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on, girl. Oh, this thing's slow. Okay. Now, go to set priority, and we got it on low. The lowest you can go. Change priority. All right. Now, I'm going to bring y'all in. Hello. I'm saying hello because I couldn't see y'all all the time. Share your entire screen. Present to everyone. And okay. Now we'll bring it in. Waiting for y'all to catch up. Okay, the camera not showing up. So minimize. Let's stop sharing. Okay. I'm gonna take the camera off. Oop. My fault. I'm gonna take the camera off. Go to and give me the webcam. Put the webcam on because the Hangouts is using the camera right now. All right. Now we're gonna go back. Screen share. Share. When we get this program, we're gonna do everything from this program. We ain't gotta do all this peeking around and sneaking around, all that bull crap. Now, camera. This ain't fair because if I gotta do this all over again, this ain't gonna end right. If I gotta do this all over again, y'all gonna get bored and go away. Why ain't the camera showing up? Now we can add a media source. Go to downloads. All right. Wait for this to come in. Come on. Now we're gonna remove that. Yes. And let's try something different. Not what I wanted. That's all. That's my fault, y'all. I'm sorry. Plus media source. You're on loop. Now, I'm going to minimize for a second. Hit stop. Go back in. Bring the camera back. And see if we can use it now. Now, let's see if we can use the camera now, y'all. Share screen. Present to everyone. All right, camera. Properties. Yeah. Okay. Still not showing up. Okay, we're gonna do it the hard way, y'all. Isn't this boring? All right. Remove camera. Add video capture device. Okay. There I am. Add it. Hold on a sec. What? Oh, that's the water. We don't want the water. We want this. Now bring it down. And then you take it around. It don't look like I know what I'm doing, but I do, y'all. Trust me. I spent 3 months trying to learn this crap on this crappy computer. It means when I get a good one, when the good one get here, oh my God, I'm gonna be flying on this thing. You got to baby it. I'm making the image small so I can fit it in. See, there I am. Hello. Hello, everyone. All right, here we are. Man. Bring us down there. Oh, I'm not sitting right. Okay. Bring it over some. Okay. How's that, y'all? Now, we're going to go to video capture device, and we're going to go to filters. Okay. And we're going to add chroma key, which is the green screen. Y'all ever hear the term chroma key? It means green screen. And I'm trying to move the background. Right there. Come down here and mess with it. Let's say. Okay. Now, bring this out. Now. Okay, this is very boring, I know. It's something over my shoulder. Y'all see that? I'm trying to get rid of that. It's something over my shoulder. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's getting on my nerves. No, we definitely did something wrong. Go back in. Filters. Home key. Come on, computer. Oh, you want the background to go. This is boring. I can't get rid of the green screen. Something ain't right. Let's try blue then. Oh, because we got a green screen. Oh, this is boring. I'm about to give up. It's not getting rid of it. The green screen. It's not getting rid of it. Okay, let's try something different then. It's not working. I don't know why it's not working, y'all. It's not working. Delete it. I'm about ready. I'm gonna try one more time. If it don't work, we're gonna leave it alone. Video capture device. I don't think, what did I do wrong? Yeah. Try it again. Oh shit. Last time. Okay, you didn't give it a name. That explains it. All right, let's give it a name, y'all. Call it webcam. Okay. BROTHA. Add. Okay. And the 2. Okay, let's try it now. Come on, man, you're killing me. All right, let's see now. So where we at? Where we at? Oh, hell no, that looks terrible. All right, I'm done. Go ahead and exit. I'm done. We'll figure that out later. The computer ain't cooperating, y'all. It's too tired to give me the graphics I need. Okay. Anyway, we're going to be using that program when the new computer get here. Oh, my God. You said there's no sound? I'm looking at the microphone. They said we got sound. Miss Minnie says, no sound. Oh, never mind. Laugh out loud. Just wasn't saying anything. Rick Comedy said, I don't have sound either. Okay. Well, I'm looking at the microphone thing. It says it's on. All right, y'all. Y'all wouldn't believe the way this thing was crying. You thought you was beating on the computer. But anyway, I was trying to show y'all how the green screen worked. It just didn't want to capitulate. Didn't want to capitulate. This is what I should have done. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm out there. It's still there, right? Yeah, because it's on the website. Okay. Damn. Minimize. Now when you go back down, okay. It'd be nice. When you got OBS, everything is going to be on one program. You ain't got to keep doing this back and forth stuff. Get on my nerves. This computer can't run everything at the same time. It's still messing up, y'all. All right, here we go. It's still not doing it right. Screen share. Entire screen. Okay, it's not showing up. It's not showing up. I mean, that's also. Okay, let's do this thing. Go back. Go back. Go back. Oh man, this computer is make me want not even want to stream no more. I'm glad I know how to talk to y'all, because if I had to depend on this computer to do my show, we'd be in trouble every day. We are family. That's the wrong channel. No, it ain't showing up either. All right, can we do it now? All right, waiting for y'all to catch up. Let me check my chat while waiting for y'all to catch up. We're gonna say, I thought you were playing with new backgrounds. Per Comedy says, I like the water. Minnie says, I know me too. It's cool. Per Comedy, laugh a lot. That one looks a bit strange. And Per Comedy says, I can't hear you now. All right, can y'all hear now?
I'm waiting for that to open up. Let me go ahead and share screen. So we're going to we're going to share screen. Listen to everyone. Stop sharing.
Turn that volume down.
Okay. Allow access. What is that, manager? Oh man, you showed me. Hold on, this thing freezes, this thing so fast. Come on. For details. Oh yeah. Priority. Low. And you load it. Alright, man, this was on 54%, 34%. You should be able to manage. Alright, now. That's the wrong one. But go to view, full screen interface. Okay. Now, I didn't do that. Y'all see? Oh yeah, y'all can see. You be right there. Y'all see me in the ocean? Now I'm gonna bring that waterfall back. Go to media source. And then go around. Go to media source. Okay. Locate file. Come on, how you coming? That's not what I wanted. I want a video. All right, go like that again. Give me a hard time.
And there go the phone. Throw him to the floor. Damn it. I got something plugged up I'm not even using. Unplug this thing. That's the problem. You just threw the phone on the floor for nothing.
Okay.
Okay. All right, that's good enough. Let me out of here.
What are you doing?
Let me out of here, please. It's affecting that microphone too. Having that OBS on. Microphone sounds terrible. But everything going because all the power is going to that program. And Windows is trying to measure out what's left to run the webcam, to run the microphone, to run the Hangouts, to run the Chrome that has the YouTube. It's trying to figure out how to make all these things run at the same time. And they don't have the power. So get ready to go walk to the store. Let me know if y'all want to walk with me. I will bring the camera. I gotta find a selfie stick. If not, then I'll just use the webcam on the cart and record on that. So y'all let me know. There's 4 of y'all in here. Y'all 4 going watch me y'all walking around and talk with me, or y'all gonna leave me hanging? Let me know, y'all. I know we got a delay. Ain't nobody said nothing since 10:03. Alrighty, y'all. It's 10:13. I gotta find a selfie stick. I need to charge the headset up. We can have some music. So let's make it 11:30. 11:30. I'll be back on. Be looking for the notifications. 11:30. If y'all want to join me and we go to the store, 11:30. All right, y'all. Well, if y'all want me, I can download those YouTube songs where I can't get flagged, but they suck. That's why I like my Jamaican mix. My Jamaican mix, I have never got flagged. Ever. Know y'all sick of it, but God darn it, I have never got flagged. That day, Miss Minnie, when we was walking and you said, I see you got that Run DMC, they took the whole daggone thing off. They took off the whole, just for that daggone Run DMC. You remember? Well, damn, I hate that gum. This is the best gum, but they keep putting the white film on your mouth. So one thing I learned, better to bring that microphone a little closer, but I know it was the OBS doing it. Hold on, I don't want it that close. You know, want to be like, hey, how y'all doing? Hey, and see, you take this and you put it over. So even if I'm up on it, you still don't hear that p po. This is supposed to stop it. So let me know. Prayer Comedy says she's still up. Many say blame it all on you. I didn't blame it on you. But you said, man, you got that Run DMC on, we jamming. Video got yanked right off the channel. We saw that jam it up. Got it jammed right up off the daggone channel. But I ain't care, because we still had the video from the webcam. I mean, from the cart. What do you think? Should I bring video? Should I see video from the cart, Miss Minnie and Prayer Comedy? Yeah, Run DMC, they flagged the heck out of that channel. And Run DMC, whoever owned the rights to it, they weren't playing. They said, take it down. Don't cut it out. Take it down. It's all good, though. Per Comedy said, I'll make sure to check. I got notifications for this live stream. So, all right, y'all. Thanks for watching. See y'all at 11:30. Thanks to Miss Minnie and Per Comedy. 5 people in the room, huh? And they're the only ones commenting. So, to y'all that's not commenting, show up. Your view helps. You know, I don't get nothing if you're watching that. But good for the ego to know somebody watching. So, I'll see y'all at 11:30. Thanks a lot. See y'all then.